Today is August 14th. The Yankees win a series in Chicago. Soto goes crazy. Judge hits his 300th. Injuries, rookie pitchers, and more on this episode. Let's talk Yanks.
John Boy Jake. Recaps galore, weekly awards, stat lines, theme, and hot takes. Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talkin' Yanks. Talkin' Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Talkin' Yanks with old John Boy and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks, brought to you by SeatGeek. Thank you very much for joining us today. My name is Jimmy. His name is Jake. It's 11/27, Wednesday, August 14th. The Yankees series was looking up in the air. They were down halfway through the third game, but by the end, we get everything we need. The course is righted. The White Sox are bad. The Yankees are good. The White Sox, whatever. The Yankees are making history. It's a lot of fun talking points and some sour and dour ones because we have an injury, and I'm excited to do it. Jake, how are you?
Sour, dour, everyone tuning in. I'm doing okay. Feeling it a little bit, whatever's going around these days, but I'm okay. I'm okay. Big weekend this weekend. And yeah, thank God the Yankees down 2-1 got that two-bag sack fly to help spark the offense. Two runs in this series were scored from second base on not plays like that. The Jazz Chisholm slide home where he gets hurt was an Anthony Volpe infield single. So I mean that's something that could have even been an award. So I don't know if I'm spoiling things
Just
at this point.
leaking out of your butthole right now.
And I mean
Anyway,
I don't want to leak too much out of my beehole, but you have gotten very into teeing up what the people are going to hear in the
Yeah.
show. I was just laughing because the intro song by Dan Zlotnick, it kind of does that. That's
kind of
kind of
tease
the
it
intro.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Recaps galore weekly awards.
Well, if you didn't listen to the intro
Yeah.
song, here's what you're going to hear on today's episode of Talkin' Yanks. First, we're going to do an injury report, and we do have a big chunk of news to talk about in that segment. Then we're going to recap the games at hand. Jake will have a witty, fast-paced recap of each game. We'll discuss the managerial moves or non-moves, lineup decisions, bullpen decisions. Then in the second half of the show, we'll give out some awards. Pride of the Yankees, Yankee MFer, and then your standard regular old awards to make sure we cover all the talking points on this series that was the Yankees versus the Chicago White Sox. And the injury report this week is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew wants you to get off your ass and go play some sports and have some fun. Do the do. They're about good time gatherings, hanging out with your buds, going to a game, cheersing with Mountain Dew, getting excited about it. They're with us. We're with them. You should do the do. The mountain is calling and you should answer. So thanks to Mountain Dew. All right, Jake, the injury report's got some real stuff. Okay.
And there's a link in the description if you're not sure where to find Mountain Dew. It's everywhere, but if you're getting really lost, you can DM BBD as well.
Yep.
Before the game today, I was really craving a Mountain Dew, and I went anywhere, and I got one.
That's awesome. That's good news. All right, so the injury report. The big one is Jazz Chisholm's placed on the 10-day IL. As Jake noted when he leaked all that stuff, he slid into home plate and got his non-throwing arm in the hook slide, injured it. We had this with Gleyber Torres in 2017 when he ended up getting Tommy John on his non-throwing arm. Similar, it was also a slide there. So he goes on the 10-day IL. They call up Oswaldo Peraza, who's been hitting well in AAA. And then they needed a starting pitcher. They called up Will Warren, and they DFA'd the Santa Claus, De Los Santos. Anyo.
Yeah.
De Los Santos. They DFA'd him, the guy they traded for. In other news, Jose Trevino's now played 2 games in the minors. He's gotten 3 at-bats. I don't think he's got a hit yet. He's going to get a decent amount of time down there. Or maybe not. I have no idea. But he's probably close. You would think like when they come back home to the Bronx, he's going to be activated because he can, as long as he can catch and frame, he'll be on the team.
Especially with the like starter load, it seems like Wells has earned.
You might want to meet him in Williamsport. Why not?
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
He's a man of the people. That's a fun event.
Yeah, that's true. Schmidt tossed 32 pitches in live batting practice today. Who said he was told the session went well. That marks 3 live batting practice sessions for Schmidt, who's expected to toss 1 more before getting into games. So it's always slower than you think, but then you do the math and it's on pace.
What do you think that was? You think that was 2 rounds of batting practice, 16 pitches each?
Well, live batting practice, isn't that live at bats? I don't know. That live batting practice is different than live at bats. I would guess. Lou Trevino, he began his minor league rehab assignment in Double-A. I don't know how it went, but he did it. And Rizzo, who I'm all of a sudden interested in, and maybe I'm leaking out my butt now, he feels good about all the things he's doing.
That's great. Man, so many people strive for that.
That's Boone's quote. He feels good about all the things he's doing, but we've got to make sure he gets fully healed to where he's not in danger if he falls again. So Rizzo and my grandma, kind of similar status updates.
Hey, I know we're spilling a little out of the B this episode.
Yep.
I'm gonna send one across the bow because our guy John Flaherty did on the Judge 300th homer, and he was like, man, how cool is it? You know, these guys get to see Aaron Judge every day. Look at their reaction. He's like, Ben Rice is going to get to tell people he played with Aaron Judge. It's like, hey, man, he's a young ball player. Like, he could, well, Ben Rice could have like a 10-year career or something. That was kind of, that's the one guy you're going to name? That's rude patrol.
It was just the guy he saw, maybe.
It's RP.
Flaherty, one time, he had to get in Randy Johnson's face on the mound and say, hey, don't show me up like that.
Right.
There's a lot of people watching the crowd. Have you heard?
And now here's Ryan. Now here's Ryan Rucco showing him up on catcher pop-ups today.
Oh,
yeah.
Meredith and Rucco getting after him.
Why not?
Okay, JT Brubaker, he's got an update, and Cody Petit has an update, but I gave all the updates.
So are they gonna? Is Will Warren's gonna get sent down for a reliever or no?
They have an off day, so I'm not sure.
Do we need Will Warren right now? They have 2 off days.
Yeah, they might go to a 4-man, right?
Could they like use him in long relief during
Tiger
the next
series
week or
is.
something and
I think they'll send him
skip a
down,
guy?
get a reliever up.
Probably
Cole, Rodon, Stroman. I mean, Marinaccio is just going to come back up, right?
Has he
No,
gotten to
do we not
15
have
days?
5 starters? Am I miscounting?
Cole, Rodon, Stroman, Keel,
Nestor. So how'd this happen?
Because they skipped Stroman like 2 days.
Okay.
Skipping Stroman, doubleheader days.
Yeah.
The doubleheader
A
too.
lot of fun
Okay.
business.
Yeah. I think they'll send Warren down and call up Marinaccio and then see where they're at come the Guardian series.
Not to be rude to Disco Ron, who I had someone DM me today, because Ron's having a nice year at AAA and his career major league stats are good. But I'm ready for some F roster birdie. I need to start making some playoff roster decisions, and the Yankees are mean to Ron Marinaccio. That's just the facts, Jax. What'd you just take a picture of?
Grady Sizemore is doing his post-game presser, and he looks like another athlete swung by the stadium from like a different sport, and they gave him a shirt and a hat to wear. And that's a specific thing to say someone looks like.
Yeah.
But I'm sending you a picture.
Okay.
And you can tell me if you agree or disagree with that assessment.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So it's just not natural. Did you see the picture?
He's not managing. I mean, this is the whole thing's a hoobally.
A hoobally?
It's crazy. He looks like Trace Thompson when he was on the team.
Okay. So you disagree?
This is the most manager he's looked in the past 2 days. The other 2 days, he didn't have an outfit on. He looked like
He had like just the undershirt on.
Now they said lose the undershirt. He's got just jersey, no undershirt.
man.
Yeah, I told someone at the stadium something, and they found it interesting. So I'm going to share it with the people.
Okay.
They were perplexed. It was just a hot day. Why are the Yankees wearing hoodies in the dugout? And I don't know this for certain, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhat true. Teams are given a supply of outfits they can wear that are allowed to be worn as a uniform. And I don't think a t-shirt comes with that, but like over t-shirt wear comes with it for weather. And it's either wear the jersey when it's your off day, when you're not playing or you're injured, or wear the overwear they give you that you're supposed to wear over the jersey, which are those hoodies that are like t-shirt material. So that's, if you're wondering,
Okay.
that's my conclusion. I've never seen an active player in the dugout just wearing a t-shirt.
Usually if they're active, they have like the jersey on under still because they might play.
I mean, like Stroman's gone with the t-shirt this year, but starting pitchers who aren't playing, that's kind of a different lane, right?
He does like that long sleeve shirt.
The other thing is I had a moment, dude, Judge was so sweaty one game in this series, and I was just like, these guys sweat every night, and like that's good for them, and they probably like that too.
They probably do. Yeah.
Probably start liking that.
Okay. Jazz Chisholm's the actual conversation. And I really hope we don't have Tommy John here, Jake, because the whole point of getting Jazz Chisholm is to have him for this year and next year. Now, infielders do recover from Tommy John quicker than pitchers, but it still would be 8 months minimum. So if 10 days from now, the next time he tries to throw, they're like, or not throw. I don't even know why you get Tommy John on your non-throwing arm, but you do. People get it. Swinging. If he needs it, it is such a brutal kick in the dick. It sucks. So I'm hoping that he doesn't need it. They're thinking he doesn't need it, and he's going to be able to get out there. I also wonder, since it's not his throwing arm, like, I have no idea. Like, is there a way to play through it without it getting worse?
The like Twitter doctors given time of year and it's his non-throwing arm. It sounded like if he were to get it in the next, couple weeks, and this is not real doctors, obviously, conjecture, but it sounded like start of spring training, he would probably be fine because it's not his throwing arm. So that slightly better, but you'd be losing him for this year.
I mean, what's the test here? Are we going to hear about Dr. Neil Elatrash?
Jake, don't you dare.
What?
Well, that's the good news, Doc, for the Yanks.
Yeah, dude, we are, because Boone said they're on the road, and Boone basically said, his quote was like, we're still waiting for people to weigh in on it today. And that means literally Neil hasn't, like, he's been busy.
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of been team Neil ever since I did DM Chris Ahmad during one of our episodes, and there was no reply. So I'm a Doc Neil guy.
That easily.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm in between on the Jazz stuff. I guess I haven't thought he's going to be out yet. So I guess I haven't even really got there. And then B, like, I guess I've been craving Oswaldo anyways, as we saw a little bit of tonight, that I'm like, the others around Soto and Judge haven't been contributing that much that, like, I'm not shook by it, unfortunately. Like even I know Jazz, his numbers since coming over to the Yankees are good, but a lot of them are in those first couple games. And I mean, our most recent Jazz conversations were like, hey, some of the third base stuff's a little weird. Are you going to shift him over to second? That I guess either way, I'm not devastated. It would be more so devastating how many field players we've talked about having Tommy John on this show. Um, but yeah, I guess I haven't been hurt by it yet. If it were to drop that he's out, I would that would definitely stink because he's a guy that can click for them.
Yeah. I will have to stat check you. I hate to be a stat guy,
Please.
but he's been great his last like 5 or 6 games. It's not top heavy at all. I think he's actually been better recently.
You didn't stat me at all there.
In his last 6 games, 391 batting average, 826 slugging, 1.243 OPS.
Right.
That's his last 6 games. So I'm saying it's not front heavy. It's been good.
Yes, but if you extrapolate that just a little more, James, because we're talking limited sample size. God, this old bad laptop that's never worked.
But I could butter knife your first game's the same one. He's been great as a Yankee overall in the 2 weeks. All the numbers are amazing.
In 11 games, 286, 333, and 857 OPS. So yeah, he has been good. It hasn't felt like he's changed the Yankees' outlook for me.
Wow. Oh, okay. I'm with you on like I want to see Oswaldo, and I haven't fully thought about it in being hurt yet. Like I don't think that's going to happen.
Right.
But he has 100% changed the Yankees' outlook for me. I mean, he's in the 2 weeks, his numbers are incredible, and he's got like speed, athleticism at third. When he starts actually going the other way on 2-strike approach with the lesser kick, like I'm like, oh wow, another guy that plays the game. So being able to sub in at center field, like yeah. So I'm excited for him next year too. That's why I'd be pretty devastated. Just the versatility, the youth, the energy.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't have him being hurt, but Oswaldo filling in right now. I don't know. I hope that can even provide more opportunity for Oswaldo to show what a young, healthy, active player looks like, and that can fill in more of the Yankees' problems.
Yeah, I mean, Jazz is a better version of Oswaldo, I think.
Yes, but I don't have him being the difference between a Houston or the difference between a Baltimore. Like we need Judge and Soto, and we need a lot of other things to go right. That yes, it'd be great to have Jazz, but I need so much more.
All right. I'm fine with the offense right now. Just need the pitching and the bullpen to be good.
Exactly.
But if Jazz is out, I get less fine with the offense.
There you go.
But I don't think he's out yet. But yeah, he's been awesome. Anyway, that's the Jazz news. We'll find out more when Neil answers his damn phone.
Yeah.
All right. Recap game 1.
Sure.
Just play the toilet flush and move on with it.
Good.
All right. Game 1.
New York would head to the south side to take on the White Sox and try to trim up their Kai Bush, making his second career start, while Luis could heal the bullpen with some length after their tough outing in Texas. First 3 batters reach, including an Aaron Judge RBI double. It's a get-right series, baby. Ooh, all right. White Sox score 4, but Chisholm gets Chazzy scoring on an RBI infield single from second. What fortitude to make it. Oh no, the White Sox scored the next 8. This is bad. Yankees lose 12-2 final to a historically bad team.
And we talked with Boone about this episode. After this episode, we talked with Boone about this game. After this game, we've covered it a little bit. I don't like the lefty start. They're now 13-18 against lefty starters. Rookie lefty starter brought out that curveball. They set the record for men on base without scoring or whatever. First time since 1912. So this game stunk. And Heel, I don't know if he's getting talked about later, but that was an interesting thing. Like, what was that? Were they? And I really don't know what it was.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, Heel had 5 straight good starts. I think that was the number. And then this happens, and he's been so slider heavy now. The fastball got hit. That yeah, I don't know. We did a chunk of this on our Boone ep this week, but just a bad time.
Yeah. All right, let's get over it. They set themselves up. They got to win the series the hard way now. Nestor on the bump. Game 2.
Fire the cannons as Jonathan would try to win the series for Chicago, while Nestor would try to deep dish out a good outing. And unlike the Chicago deep dish pizza, Nestor was good. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 0 earned runs, 9 Ks against the vaunted White Sox lineup. What would the Yankees offense be able to muster up? 3 S's, 3 T's, and 6 O's. S-O-T-O. Soto, a 3-homer night from Childish Bambino to Leiter to Canely to Cousins' first MLB save. Sure, Yanks win 4-1 final.
Needed that one. Soto with 3 homers was very cool.
Yes.
And then on the 4th attempt, 3-0 pitch, goes after it. Guy throws a slider. Good pitch. You knew Soto was going to swing.
There's my thoughts echoed some of Joe's McFly's thoughts. Go check out his Twitter. They're words I don't like to say on the air.
What'd he say? He said he was a P.
We call him a P. We're going for history here, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you can't pitch to him.
Hard to defend it in a game where I think there's a double play right after, so right move.
Correct move. Jonathan Cannon on a good start. He's actually been good for them. The White Sox starters haven't been terrible. Like in their losing streak, a lot of games were close. The bullpen is atrocious, as you saw in Game 3.
Bullpen is big bad. And yeah, I mean, there's some names in the lineup that in a couple years White Sox fans will have a laugh about.
The conversation here, Nestor's good, but then the bullpen, no one can close out their inning. Leiter's supposed to pitch the 8th and Canely the 9th. That's the formula they go into here, giving Clay a rest because he threw 35 pitches. Leiter comes in, fly ball out, walk, then another fly ball out, but then another walk, then first pitch single. So they bring in Canely to a fresh arm to get Benintendi, and then the inning gets a ground out. Good stuff. Hot shot that DJ gobbled, if I'm remembering correctly. But then Canely opens up the 9th, walk, double. He beats up a trash can in the dugout. And who do they go to? To get the save in the 3-run game, you got 2 runners on, no outs. Jakey's guy, Jake Cousins. Little bit of a moment, Jake.
I'm a Jake guy. Yeah, I think it was interesting because Luke Weaver was available, but I think what Boone was doing in this situation is kind of like what you were talking about with Clay, where you were like, hey, it would be really nice to have someone who's ready to go as a Clay cleanup guy. With kind of the bullpen being the state that it's in currently, I think once Boone got clear of that 8th inning, it was instead of firing up Weaver and, a potential 2-inning guy for the Yanks when he's saved up, they were like, they gave Canely a shot. Canely looked bad. He bounced 3 straight changeups in that first at bat. And they gave Jake Cousins a chance, which again, my Jakey smoke detector went off a little bit when he got called up because he throws a real slider. Like if we did a ranking Yankees bullpen pitches right now, Jake Cousins' slider would be up there. And then it was one of those weird things where you brought up his page and you're like, wait, Jake Cousins has been pretty good at the major league level previously. Not necessarily we're fighting for the closer spot good, but in a 3-run lead against a historically bad team, flip a couple sliders, although the bases were loaded. And what do they keep saying? Whenever Clay's in there, they're like, you can't hang a sinker, but you can hang a slider. And you can still throw a bad sinker. Like I don't love that
I think
phrase.
they could.
Well,
hang.
yeah, not like Clay's sinker can somewhat like hang.
Throw a good pitch.
Throw that good pitch.
Just don't hang anything, please.
Jake Cousins threw that good pitch, Jake. He had a 83% whiff percentage on the slider. So he threw 12 of those. And you just do the math to backtrack your way to 83% of 12. And that's how many whiffs he got.
He embarrassed the first batter and the last batter.
On the check swings.
Yeah, the last one was the most.
To end the game on that check swing is haunting.
5 straight sliders, 5 straight efforts at that slider. Our guy Baldwin for the White Sox there. Good on Jake Cousins, I suppose.
I agree with you.
And then
He's
Soto
neutral.
hit 3 home runs.
Have Jake Cousins as the after Clay guy.
I mean, kind of is.
Yeah, utilize him. All right. Glad we all agree. That's the game.
See.
Do you want to move on?
Think so. I think we got most of it, right?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Cool. Oh, Will Warren versus Davis Martin. Sounds like an 1820s election or some shit as we play a Wednesday night rubber match. How about one more for old time's sake? Soto's 4th straight at bat with a home run gives the Yankees a 1-0 lead. Will Warren had a full hamper laundry day. He got everything clean except his sheets as Gavin gets him in the 2nd and the 4th. 2-1 foot covers in the 7th. Verdugo's robbed in the gap, but there's Waldo. The 2-base sac fly ties the game. Austin Wells Fargo as he banks 2 more on an oppo single. Good fortitude by the Yanks to make it 4-2. In the 8th, the Yanks offense finally clicked, including Aaron Gerard Butler Judge with his 300th homer, the fastest to achieve that feat. It was Warren to Hill to the Talkin truck. Yanks win 10-2 and take 2 out of 3 from Chicago.
And like I said at the top, needed it.
Yeah.
I texted you guys and I said, Yanks need to win this game. And I meant it.
I agreed. I thumbed up the text message.
You did. You did. I
Accurate.
appreciate it. I appreciated that.
Yep.
Verdugo gets some hits in this game, and I know we will talk about it in awards, so I will pass that.
Well,
Wells also gets some hits. Wells has been just fantastic.
Yeah, Doogie with the 1 hit, the other the double sack fly that gets noted. Aaron Judge 3-0 intentional walk beforehand. White Sox. LOL.
That
Volpe,
pitch was being called a strike all game, the inside pitch, but Judge swinging 3-0 is great because, you guys need to produce. Swing.
and didn't really matter at that point. It was very nice. But yeah, out of baseball comedy show to intentionally walk Soto 3-0. And then, I was interested to see where that fastball ended up. I think if Judge did the tall guy take, the Jeter take, the lift your arms up, I think that gets called ball 4. But he said, no, I'll just hit a home run. I won't let this 300th home run thing become a thing. And we're having a happy flight.
We're having a party. Everybody's swinging.
Chicago to Detroit, that's a flight, right?
Mm, no.
Taking a bus?
Mm,
The New York
interesting.
Yankees.
I know. They take the train to Baltimore. Is it different than that?
I don't know. I've never taken the Chicago Detroit train.
It's a 4-hour drive. I think it's a drive.
I think that's a flight. I think that's an hour flight.
Yeah, but they train to Baltimore.
Sure, but there's a nice train.
You don't think there's a nice train, Chicago to Detroit?
I, I don't know. I don't know.
You
But
got the water there, so Amtrak, obviously.
Avi.
I'm looking it up. $37 on Amtrak.
I mean, they're just taking the midnight train, Chicago to Detroit.
Can you send Boone an email real quick? Say,
I mean,
hey,
that's probably a 3-hour train. They're definitely flying.
let's text Ruco. Oh, he's with them.
Text Ruco.
That'll get an actual response. Start
Make it a
typing.
group. Make it a group chat.
All right, I'm making a group chat.
Mm.
Chicago to Detroit.
I'm waiting until you
Got a
send the
flight?
text. Ruco. Tough name series for our guy. The Benintendi Dugo stuff. That was funny.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that was
yeah.
funny.
That did
You didn't bring
happen.
that up, dude.
That's why I was waiting for you to send it.
W was off. All right,
Yeah. I mean, that was the no good, very bad game, so it's fine.
all out of sorts. Ethan Brown in the chat said it's a 5-hour train, which would make me lean flight.
I've been flight.
But 1-hour flight, waste of time.
I mean, they don't have to do like real TSA and stuff. They're the Yankees.
Yeah, but you still got to do all that other junk. But trains kind of come with junk too.
Yeah, like that kind of
They're
train.
flying.
I want to know. This is a different thing. Maybe it's a Jimmy's 3 thing. I
Okay.
want to know the travel from every stadium to every stadium.
Okay.
Like, and then I want to know data points on that. As
Dude,
a team,
sorry to interrupt the travel data points.
like travel splits after a train ride. Are you good or are you
Right.
worse?
I don't think there's a ton of train rides. I think we're spoiled with that because the Yanks do the Baltimore one a lot.
I don't even know if they
Some
do it all the
teams do
time,
it
but
to
people
come
send us
to us.
people send us like videos of them. Like, look who was
Yeah.
on the train.
I think it's like the baseball train fun fact. But hey, I'm Jimmy's 3 things interested. Dude, they're probably having a baller flight. Hour-long flight. Judge just hit 300. Tonkin throws 3 bills.
Off day tomorrow.
They're having one of their best flights of the year.
Maybe
You're thinking boat now. You made
I'm
the change to
thinking
boat.
the guys are hanging out in Chicago tonight and they'll just take a hangover train tomorrow morning or
No
get
train.
your own ride tomorrow morning, get an Uber and a car service. Like 4 hours if you go out tonight in Chicago and then you're hungover,
Right.
4-hour like nice Uber where you just chill in the back of a nice SUV. Who cares?
I'm not ruling out the stay in Chicago plan because that sounds nice.
That's 100%. Like Tonkin's going to Detroit for the night. He's like, no, I actually like going out in Detroit better. And Tim Hill's like, yeah, me and Tonkin are going to go out in Detroit. The rest of the crew, they're Chicago.
Will Warren's like, wait, why am I in the Uber with Hill and Tonkin?
We just assumed.
I have family in Chicago. I'd really like. No, you're coming with us, buddy. We did this tonight. How'd you get that distracted?
I'm waiting for Ruco.
I know, but there was no.
I'm looking at flights. I'm looking at times.
Okay, that's the real answer.
Mm.
Are we at awards?
Yeah.
Should be at awards.
All right. Pride of the Yankees is the first award we give out, which is brought to you by
Yep.
Mando.
Mando.
You can
I say
simplify your travel with Mando. Jake, you got Mando right now?
I want to say something about Mando. Mando was my official work deodorant, which I don't know, a little bit of a flex in life. End of a long day, middle of the day, long walk from the train. I'm gonna Mando up. Had it at the office. I was like, this Mando's working. Brought it home. I'm a Mando man. I want to be a Mando man.
I'm happy for you. If you want to be a Mando man, all you got to do is get their starter pack. New customers, it comes with a solid stick of deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like mini body wash. You have a question?
I was counting off all those Mando features.
Mini
you
body
were
wash,
listing.
deodorant wipes. I've used those at the office. And free shipping. Luckily, I have a discount code to help you get hooked on my favorite smelling whole body deodorant on the market. New customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack. Use code YANKS at shopmando.com. SHOPMANDO.com. Okay. First award we give out here on Talkin' Yanks is
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Yeah.
we have their flight number in the chat now. It's DL8883 and it takes off in 40 minutes.
Which train?
Train 8883 DL at the start.
Okay.
My pride of the Yankees. Now, this is a tricky thing, Jake, because there's a lot of options. There's a lot of options based on the stats. There's a lot of options based on the energy. I get to go first. And then I just get to leave you to leave someone in the dust.
Right.
My pride of the Yankees. And I don't think I've given this guy a pride all year. And that was a lie. It's Juan Soto. 4 homers and 4 at-bats. Guess what his on-base percentage was? 733.
Can't guess.
You didn't guess? That's so high.
Yeah.
That's so high. Now, it's crazy that I don't feel like he's like the energy pick when he had 4 homers and 4 at-bats, but he won us game 2 on the offensive side, and you needed to win that game. And then in game 3, he had the only homer for a while. That leads to an intentional walk later on, which leads to the Judge moment. I'm going Juan Soto. And I'm enjoying doing so. And yeah, it might be my first time giving him pride this year if I was to lie to you.
It's a good pride. And you were in an interesting spot there, and I want you to know I'm going to remember that. Because you could have forced my pride. Like you could have went another way with it, and like I would have been forced to give it to Soto. So I really respect your game.
I respect that you gave respect.
This is like the Judge Soto press conferences they did. No,
well,
he's
we are
a better
kind
hitter.
of the we
Wait,
are
no,
kind
he's
of the
a
judge.
better hitter.
We are kind of the Judge and Soto of this podcast.
No, he's the better hitter. Well, he's right-handed. Soto's great. It was a very weird moment when the game was 1-2 today, and it was like, wait, did we need a Juan Soto 3-homer game and 7 shutout innings from our starter to win a game? Because that doesn't feel sustainable. No, dude, Soto is getting better. His stats throughout his career, he's been a better second half hitter. Dude, there's something about playing happy in this sport, which is something, and him rounding the bases with a big shit-eating grin after Judge's 300th home run is really cool that the Yankees haven't had a lot. He's the second best player in the AL.
Yeah. Judge is really good. That graphic was amazing. Judge first in every category. Soto second in like 6 of the 8, and third in the other 2.
Yeah. And then the judge 300 homer stuff. At first I was kind of like not about it. I was like, it's a number. And then seeing like he was first by a lot, and it's like your guy, Ralph Kiner, Stanton's leaking on the list. Like, that was pretty cool.
Well, I agree with you. If he wasn't first by a lot, I didn't think it was going to get the fanfare it did.
Right.
Like, yes, is promoting the post game.
Right.
And I was like, oh yeah, go watch the post game. I always turn it on, but I didn't know. Because, like, yeah, dude, he's not going to, unless he gets hit by a train tomorrow, and he doesn't even take trains, they're flying.
Don't
He's going to hit his 300.
tram at the airport. Soto's great.
Yeah.
They intentionally walked him.
And do you think that's because they got the double play the last time?
I think it's because they had a righty on the mound, and it's the traditional baseball mindset of, like, if a player has beaten you too much in a series, like, we don't do that anymore. And Soto had homered in 4 straight at bats.
It's true.
He had one pitch in that 5th at bat. I think it was like a 3-2 changeup that had a lot of plate. And Juan Soto fouled it off, and then he just smiled at the pitcher, and he was like, good on you for throwing me a strike, dude.
Yeah, I actually his at bats when he had 3 homers, the second at bat, it was a 3-0 pitch, and I forget what the dude threw. But he threw the 3-0 pitch, and Soto just tracked it the whole way, knowing he's probably going to come with it again at 3-1. Came with it again at 3-1. I think it was the outside fastball. Smoked it. And then in the 3rd at bat, 3-0 again, outside fastball again, I believe. Takes it 3-1, same pitch, fouls it back. Then it was a 3-2 pitch, and it was a high fastball. It came inside, I think, and he turned on it. But so I thought he was going to get one again in that at bat. It was 3-0. He got 2 fastballs right down the middle. It's the second at bat of this game, or maybe third, and then ended up walking on a slider low.
No, it was a tidbit that came from the pregame show. So shout out to the crew. The assistant hitting coach, Pat Rossler, the kind of new boss hog in the Yankees dugout. Him and Soto go back to Nationals days. So they were doing the pregame interview with him, which is hilarious because Patty Roz is not a pregame interview guy. But they were like, what's changed with Soto? And he was just like, he's stronger now. Like, all right. Thanks, Pat.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Grown up.
And I actually, okay, mocking it for not being cool, but I do think it's cool. Because, dude, him and Soto bro out in the dugout all the time. And I was like, how are they pals? And then you hear that and you're like, that makes sense.
So I got to start watching this guy. I didn't see the pregame.
I think you'd like Pat Rossler.
How do you spell it?
About Roessler.
No. I don't know about that.
What?
Oh. That's Pat Rossler.
Yes. Yeah, the first picture that pops up is too young and goatee.
He looks like he plays the old guy in the movie. He's like of the Alum Embry baseball world. Like, show me a picture of him at 39. I bet he looked older than he does right now. It's kind of that like man's man look.
Yes.
Okay, well, you've stalled long enough. Who are you giving your pride to?
Well, I don't know if this is going to be contested or not. For me, it's an easy Austin Wells.
Ooh.
His hit in the 2-2 tied game that broke open game 3 is a massive effect on this podcast. 3-hit game in the final game. Jimmy, something that your sniff test was on at the start of this year. He threw out Luis Robert trying to steal, and he threw him out. It was a nice little catcher throw. And he has been massively important to this team. For me,
Write that down. Everyone, can people timestamp that so I can watch it back?
Austin Wells.
Throughout the Robert with the throw it way up the line, tag his butt play that like is baseball now.
That is baseball now.
I have to wrap my head around that. It makes sense.
The math makes sense, dude.
I like it, but something about the shortstop or second base just standing there with their glove at the front of the bag and the catcher just drills it like straight there. I do miss that element. No, I mean, Austin Wells is phenomenal at the plate, just driving the ball, in command, finding his pitch. He's been phenomenal. What was the word you used? I'll click the timestamps.
Click the timestamps later.
You said something cool.
Tomorrow's train ride in, maybe.
Dude, I didn't think you were going to go Wellesley. I thought he was an option, but I thought there was 3 others.
Well, I thought about trying to snake an award out of him, but going second, it's too risky. And dude, it was a 2-2 game in the 7th inning against the White Sox in a game they already lost a series with 2 outs. That is the whole thing, the whole Judge and Soto protection thing. And he hits like a nice pitch and goes and gets it. So that's how you get my pride.
Oh, frog on the shoulder. Okay, next part of the show. Tough one.
Whoa.
You Yankee motherfucker.
Oh, and also alarm noise. Beebs, can you play the alarm noise?
Awesome.
We have a live show at the Javits Center on Friday. This Friday, 2:00. It's Fanatics Fest, and we will be interviewing and chatting with on stage CC Sabathia. And the stage will be the people on the stage before us. It's Dana White, I believe. And the people on the stage after us is Lil Wayne and Tom Brady. So in between that, going to be us talking baseball. Rose, Trev, Joe's, Shelfie, Jolly, We Got Ice, me, Jake. So if you're free, you want to go, Javits Center Friday.
Boom.
Can we do an MFer who got DFA'd halfway through the series? Not to leak hints.
There's an argument that's insult to injury, but not illegal, I don't think.
Your thoughts, Jake?
It's tough. I mean, is he really the MFer of that day? I'll hear you out on anything. Why not?
All right. Well, I was just making sure. I was just checking the rules in case you wanted to do that.
Right.
I kind of want to do someone, but I think it's mean. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if it's mean. I also, you know what, Jake? Here's what we'll do. And I know this goes against everything I'm doing. I'm going to do an MFer. I don't want to talk about it because I feel like we've talked about this player the last 6 episodes and there's better things to discuss. Okay.
Okay.
DJ LeMahieu.
I'll say something quick about it.
Okay.
Jimmy, sometimes people ask us, they're like, wow, things have changed a lot. Now you guys do stuff with Yes Network and you guys know some of the players. Like, does that change how you talk about the team or what you do? And I think it's mostly phrasing. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Dude, some of DJ's at bats tonight I couldn't tweet out the words. It looked like when you've seen a young dog and then you see an old dog and they like can't get up on the couch to their favorite spot.
Oh boy.
It was tough to watch, man.
Yeah, his two singles in this series are like not hits.
Dude, there was who was it? Was it Oswaldo or Volpe on second? And his only goal was to get the runner over. And so he was just looking to hit a ball the other way. Dude, he got a fastball middle down, which used to be DJ's like sweet spot, and he couldn't get there. It was really tough to watch.
I'll parlay this into that, and we're not supposed to be talking about it, but I have a new thought. It's getting to the point where I am interested in what Rizzo offers.
Right. You
And
mentioned
I
that.
never thought I was going to get there.
That's I think it's an attachment to my jazz piece from before. Jazz piece. Like you've thrown out Oswaldo playing first potentially before, and I think the Yankees would laugh at that concept only because they're the Yankees. Like Oswaldo should have been in the mix over there. Oswaldo's playing really well. And I don't know what Oswaldo is. I don't know what his future holds, but I know we've needed help and like the stat. Don't make him drop the stats on you, you know?
Don't do it.
Hey, I think I have a good MFer.
Okay.
I'm going Trent Grisham, bro.
Oh,
Dude, Trent Grisham comes in on a fly ball, which I get it. Line drive coming at you is the toughest play for a center fielder, sure, and that's going to happen once or twice a year. That was it was a reminder. It was a 2-1 game for a little bit, so that run was very significant. And then it's where all the unfair stuff about Trent Grisham kicks in. That it's like, he's not a pure hustle guy, which that hurts my soul a little bit to say that. So that doesn't look good. He points to his ears like it sounded different, which okay. I haven't played a ton of pro ball at any level. I don't know what it sounds like at the stadium. To make a mistake and then just point to your ear on a fly ball like I didn't hear it right, or is the crack of the bat different? I just haven't seen a lot of that, and I watch a lot of baseball. And whatever, either way, let's put that in our rear view. The Yankees came back. You're allowed to make that mistake once or twice a year. It happens to almost every outfielder, sure. And the Yankees blowing the game open time, Trent pisses on one and pimps it like, oh my God, they let the Yankees eat again, huh? And then it got caught. So like, I don't know. Those are two that 1990s baseball, like Trent Grisham wouldn't see the field for a week.
when I want to go watch the catch again because I kind of blanked it out of my head. What inning was that in?
The hit or the catch or the not catch.
Fly ball was in the
Not
fourth.
catch.
Bieber's had it on the screen there for a second. That was
Oh, I just have you up.
there you go.
Hold on. Yeah, I can't see that.
Fourth inning. So yeah, it takes about 3 good steps in. And for those not watching on the YouTube, it's a Talkin Yanks tweet. Subscribe to the YouTube. 90% catch probability.
Quick to his ear. Yeah, whatever. He's
Quick to the ear.
he's too casual for me.
I was in a spin cycle about Trent on the couch today. It was definitely some White Sox series energy, but it's kind of crazy to be that relaxed, dude.
Yeah. I agree. All right. Next up, regular old awards.
I think they're brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook, Jim.
Fuck yeah.
Bases full. Down 3. That is action. 9th inning. You can get in on all the action at the DraftKings Sportsbook. Same game parlays, live betting, odds boost, futures. I'm excited to check in on my futures. Placed a chunk of bets before the year. Hopefully a few of those cash in. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code Yanks. New customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. That's code Yanks only on the DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
Crown is Jake's. I just took another nibble of my sleep gummies that I bought at Fenway Park when the guy was the worst salesman ever.
Look at Mad Dog Jake here.
I was mad dogging today in our video game. So I might get sleepy soon.
What do you think you're going to get, Captain Kangaroo?
Dude, also, Katie bought completely new mattress,
Oh, boy.
new pillows, and it worked out. And sleeping well.
What's that award?
The new bedding award.
New betting award.
New betting or new betting? We just talked about beds and DraftKings.
Comfortable award. Comfort is King award.
Comfort is King award.
The Comfort is King award.
Let's go with Oswaldo.
No.
Okay.
No, wrong. Wrong. It goes to your pal, Nestor.
Oh.
Because I saw him pitching those first 2 innings, and I said, wait, didn't Nestor have like the best starts of his career at guaranteed rate field? And I went to the stats, and it's his best ballpark by far. That dude is comfy on the Chicago mound. Likes the South Side dirt. 1.38 ERA in his 4 starts. And look at the game log. So the very first one's 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. Good, not amazing. It's 2019. And he didn't start that game, I don't believe. He just came in. So that's a relief appearance? Maybe it was Chad that started it. Probably.
Oh, Chester.
2021, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run. 2022, and that's the start I remember, and I gave him an award for this start. I wonder what I called it. 2022, 8 innings pitched, 1 earned run. And then now 7 innings pitched, 0 earned runs. So Nestor loves that mound and the bad Chicago teams, but they weren't that bad in 2021.
Maybe it's something in that South Side, you know?
Yeah, he looked good. White Sox are a pretty terrible team, so it goes to the theory that he's good against bad teams and hasn't performed against good teams. But we needed a win. We needed a complete stop because I guess it took that effort to beat them and Soto's effort. Needed the bullpen to get a rest, so that was very, very necessary from Nestor. Nestor.
Yeah, I'm hoping go on a run, Nestor, as we for the final month and a half of the season debate playoff rosters and stuff like that. We saw Rodon have a hot stretch and have a bad stretch, and now he's having a hot stretch again. Nestor had a strong first half. I know it felt weird, but he's been bad for 6 starts or whatever it is. If he finishes strong, I mean, that's what's going to dictate the postseason rotation, especially if Luis Heel debates are about to get hot in the street, whether he should be in the pen. Pitch good, we'll figure out the rest.
Pitch good, figure out the rest. He dropped his sweeper, upped his changeup.
Okay. Why not?
White Sox have crazy good balance for being so bad. Like every time their lineup came up, I was like, damn, righty, lefty, lefty, switch.
And it was a good changeup from Nestor, which was weird. It was like a downward swing and miss change. Normally a show me change.
Show me you change.
Show me people can change. Good award, Jim.
June 15th, 2019. Chad Green, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 0 earned runs, and then Nestor behind him, 5 innings pitched. So Chester combined for 7 innings pitched and 2 earned runs.
Chester was a problem. Someone make the mixtape.
Hello?
Hello?
Someone making that mixtape?
Good award, Jim. Wow.
Wow, Chester didn't even get an award in that series.
Left me feeling kind of naked out here.
I mean, there's a lot of guys that need awards. Oh, wait, sorry. Chester got pride.
There you go.
First White Sox series. Here, I'll give you some help. In 2019, the awards that were given out during the White Sox series were You Sandbagging Son of a Bitch,
Yep.
Sam Smith,
Ooh.
Brutal, and Omaha Steaks, if you need any inspiration.
If I need any inspiration for that. I think I'm gonna do a bittersweet one.
It's
to
a
start.
bittersweet symphony this life.
I might just keep it a bittersweet symphony this lifetime.
Save to my bittersweet. Man, so you're gonna go De Los Santos?
Oh,
Mine.
are you fishing right now?
No, that wasn't a fish. That was a jazz. Oswaldo Cabrera?
It's not. You use good context clues to that. I'm nothing bittersweet with Oswaldo right now. I'm hot to trot on my guy. It's actually ties back to last awards and it ties into their whole career. It's Gleyber Torres. I asked Gleyber to get the hit streak to double digits. He did. He got it to 10. But then he lost it today. So I got my minimum ask, which is a reminder if you ask in this life, ask for what you want. I should ask for Gleyber to be good through the World Series. Maybe that's my ask now. But the whole thing has been a little. This year hasn't really been bittersweet. It's just been bitter. The career's been bittersweet. So I don't know. Thanks for getting to 10, and now it's at 0. So no thanks.
Damn, I don't got much to add.
Thank you, no thank you.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Made a nice play in the first base hole. Oh, boy.
He did make a nice play. And he made a nice play ranging to his left. To his right. I don't have much to add on Gleyber. I kind of didn't notice him this series. I didn't really watch him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Hey. Boom. Hey, boom. I'm going to go with the With eyes would award.
Did you say it one more time?
The Narrative Award.
The Narrative Award.
And it goes to
last time you said it.
2 to 5 guys. No. I'm going with the John Fogerty Award.
Well, put me in, coach. Oswaldo, then.
Yeah, it's a layup, Jake. That was a layup. Okay.
That was a layup. You made it. The
layup.
Narrative was not.
No,
John
I was going to
Fogerty
give that to
was.
Verdugo, but then I remembered we have to give Oswaldo an award. What Oswaldo did for the Yankees in Game 3 was paramount. Quote it, timestamp it. I'd like to click it and watch it back later. It was paramount. Stealing from or scoring from second on the Verdugo sac fly, and then running into the dugout with all that energy and screaming and yelling, being a little spark plug, and he's playing well. I I hope his stats match his feeling a little bit. I'm not positive that
It's either a 19 or 20 game stretch now. I think some of those aren't starts, but Ruocco used him on the broadcast. He's been good.
Yeah. So put him in, coach. He's
I think
ready to
they're gonna.
play. 28 game stretch going back to June 22nd, 282 batting average, 342 on base, 465 slugging, 807 OPS. And that doesn't include today where he went 2 for 5.
Yeah, his slash line numbers are eerily similar to Volpe.
Volpe's defense has been great.
Volpe's defense have been great. At a premier position.
Yep.
Gleyber's hasn't.
But his offense sans this year has been good.
Right.
What a conundrum.
Well, I mean,
Look
that's
at
where
us, greedy ass fans.
No, dude, I'm gonna fight back on that. We're Yankee fans that remember what World Series were like. Like Wade Boggs got benched in the playoffs. Like, I don't know, man. Like at a certain point, and it's not right now, but as we approach September, you know, if you got to start finding out things about players, like we're pretty close to knowing where DJ's at this year, and like that hurts me, man. I'm a DJ guy. The machine, like for how locked in he has been, and I get that they're gonna give him more at bats, and in a way he has deserved that, but it's getting tough to watch. That you need to find out who Oswaldo really is. Is this a breakout or is this a blip? You know, Peraza being up, I'm not even going to get myself excited because I know they're not going to give him run. He's only going to get starts versus lefties, if that. But it like
No.
at
Ron
some point
Russo
you have
doesn't even know his name.
at some point you have to find out who players are.
I agree. Gleyber's been hitting and getting on base since he got benched, but his slugging is not here, which is interesting. There was some stat that said like versus starting pitchers, Gleyber has the best batting average of all qualified, or like a top 5 batting average of all qualified batters. But versus starting pitchers, Gleyber has the bottom 5 slugging for starting pitchers or something like that. It was the same stat. He had the best batting average, but the worst slugging.
One
Just
of those.
singles. Just hitting singles.
One of those stats.
Dude, do you think he in his vlog before the season, he talked about how he was going to a lighter bat, thinking it would like make his bat speed faster? Maybe he's got less pop. I have no idea. It was a vlog in spring training.
I don't know. Get uncontrollably hot, Gleyber.
I guess so. Just put Petey in. He's better.
Hey.
I don't know who Oswaldo should be playing for, but he should be playing.
He's going to play third now.
Start him at first. They've done it already this season.
Are we
Do it again.
Where are we at with Ben Rice?
If it was April, I'd say give him a shot because I think that his at bats and his metrics are like Wells April-ish in a way. I do think the kid can hit and he can handle MLB at bats, you know? I just don't know if we have enough time to let that go while we're in a division race. Haven't been in a division race in a long time, Jake. You know, in 2022, it was locked up by the end of June. Last year, they were out by the end of June. 2021, they were in that race to make the wild card. So last time there was a division race, 2019 with the Rays.
We did this on Wake and Jake. It's either 18 or 19.
Like 18, they fell off in August, but that was a race. Like until the Boston sweep.
God damn, dude. You go back and listen to that Boston sweep. We're just like so upset that Boone doesn't like make them do fundamentals. And
Right.
we're like, maybe Callie Boone and the fun spring training was a little too loose. And that was 2018, his first season.
People debate it till this day.
Andujar.
Doha.
Yeah. He had 2 hits tonight.
Good ones.
I don't know.
Doesn't know.
He's throwing runners out from left field. Having
He
fun.
does not know.
Man. I'm going to give out
2019, no race.
that was the year they were good, right?
They were like, yeah, fucking awesome. So they haven't been in a division race in a while.
Uh
2018,
God.
they were never in it.
He's so good.
In 2017, they were never in it. They're a wild card team. So yeah, we haven't really been in a division race in a come this time of the season in the show's history.
Wasn't one of those years there in August? Isn't that what Beeb said?
Yeah, but it's not true.
Oh, myth busted.
Well, I mean, in 2018, on August 15th, they were 10 games back.
Right.
Maybe we enter that series saying it goes well. Like maybe Yankees needed to sweep and then they got swept. I remember going into that series, the talk was last chance.
With Boston?
Yeah. Maybe it was more desperate and they needed to sweep.
Yes, that was August 2nd, and they were 6.5 games back, and they had 4 against Boston.
Set.
So to get within 2.5, but by this time, August 15th, it was 10.5.
Yeah. So they'd gotten their 3 out of 4. They were within 4 games there. It was must win. They got swept.
Yep. Did you give out your
guess?
final award?
The so good award.
That's your final award?
Yes, sir.
I gotta go and judge.
I told you I owed you one. And there it is. I mean, not close to unmentioned. I guess the 300th homer stuff we did. 4 walks, 6 hits, 4 RBI. His 667 on base percentage gets slightly ignored. Stupid. Historic.
Barbaric.
3-0 homer. You know that's my toughest homer.
Yeah. Yeah. I do know that you say
He
that.
swung on that pitch to hit a home run, so he did.
Yes, yes. You find that very impressive. I find that more impressive. He wasn't even trying to homer, and he homered. It is more impressive to me.
Hardest thing to do in baseball.
Trick shots.
Oh, those are easy. I know,
Complete
guys.
Complete game, no hitter as a knuckleballer.
I guess in one swing.
As a knuckleballer throwing a no hitter. Has there been a no hitter thrown where they dude threw one pitch every single pitch? Guess even knuckleballers would switch. Even Wakefield would throw the occasional 60-mile-per-hour fastball.
Your guy Dickey get any?
So
I mean, probably, but is he even
Wilhelm
really a
got
knuckleballer?
one.
You know, join us, Fanatics Fest.
Hour 5.
Knuckleballer no hitter. A final. 32-year-old rookie knuckleballer throws no hitter out of the park baseball.
Was Phil Necro?
Hoyt Wilhelm.
Wilhelm versus Yankees 1958.
No, against us?
What a terrible way to end the episode.
Article from 2012 that the history is colorful as their pitch.
Hey, I typed in Hoyt into Baseball Reference. Hoyt. How many guys with the name Hoyt or last name Hoyt do you think played Major League Baseball?
God.
Out of the 25,000.
I feel like that used to be popular. I'll go 7.
4, but all the rest are last name.
Okay.
One played from 2016 to 2021. So if you can name him, I will allow you to punch Joe's tomorrow.
Okay, let me think. Last name Hoyt.
Yeah. 2016 to 2021.
101 career games.
Wow. It's good. David Hoyt.
Reliever. Astros, Guardians, Marlins, Angels.
Wow.
Wow. Name that Yankee, dude. I gave you all the info.
All right.
Trevor
All right,
Plouffe has a hit off him.
It was James Hoyt.
I thought it was James Hoyt, but I figured you would have hinted at that if I got to punch Joe's. Damn it.
Looks like Trevor Plouffe struck out on 3 pitches against him, dropped third strike.
This keeps getting worse.
And then he singled on a ground ball to first.
Yankees got no hit. Trev got no hit.
1 hit.
I think there's a no-hitter in the Little League World Series today.
It's cool.
Excuse me. You look fucking ugly. Go Yanks, Tom Grams.
Go Yankees.
Jake's dumb and ugly. Subscribe to the show. Frog on your shoulder.